Well guys, when you're watching this vlog, welcome back to, by the way, I'm coming in with the CosRX 6 Peptide Booster. It's gonna be the last weekend of summer, more or less, because it's Labor Day weekend when you're watching this. Let me know in the comments, what are you doing? Are you having a party? Are you having a movie marathon? Are you catching up on chores? Are you laboring? Are you in labor? Are you resting on your laurels? I feel like a 3-day weekend is the perfect stretch because it's enough time where you might be able to get away somewhere close. You can catch up on bigger things around your house. You could do a baking marathon. I mean, a 3-day weekend, the possibilities are endless. Coming in with Pecan Water Barrier Sun Cream. Wouldn't it be great if employers could rig something where once a month you got a 3-day weekend? You know, maybe you worked a little bit longer each day. Petition for that. It could be engineered into a work schedule. I believe my once a month 3-day weekend is totally viable for most companies without losing any productivity. They might even actually gain productivity by giving their employees more personal time without actually sacrificing work hours. I'd have to do the math to figure out how many extra minutes a day you'd need to work to get a full day off. Employers should really start thinking about this because people are super stressed out with childcare needs and they don't have enough time with their families. Especially if you live in Houston, you commute, you spend a lot of time behind the wheel. I just think it would help with stress levels of your employees, their overall productivity, and decrease burnout. Listen to me. Oh, snap. Did you see that? Ugh, I'm so mad at myself. Ugh. I needed to wash this anyways. I actually want to get a clear, like vinyl or plastic or even glass cover for this tablecloth. I know it's like a protector for a tablecloth, which is supposed to protect the table. Wild though, I have friends who were telling me that during the storm Hurricane Beryl, that their employer like expected them to come into the office and would not let them work from home. It's like, what? Like for what? Like the whole city is basically shut down, flooding, people are without power, and like you absolutely need people to physically be in the office. If you're new here, this is the laundry detergent I frequently use. I either use this or Arm & Hammer, the fragrance-free one. But I get this on iHerb. It's really good, Nellie's. Makes sense for hospitals and healthcare, obviously. When we're talking about Joe so-and-so who just needs to like sit at their computer and type up a report, like why can't they do that safely from home? They have to navigate floodwaters to come into the office. That's like the most toxic work corporate mentality I've ever heard of. Update on this safely. Is it focusing? My camera, man, it like gives me the hardest time. Oh, well, thank you. Safely Universal Cleaner. Ignore the safe claim. You guys know I'm not one for the clean beauty. The scent on this is lovely. Lavender and coconut. I bought this several weeks ago with you guys in a vlog. You guys were right, they do exist. And I got one. You're like, what is she talking about? This is a toilet paper roll extender, so my fat toilet paper rolls will fit in the little recessed holder. If it weren't for you guys commenting, oh no, they do in fact exist, Andrea, I would have given up on this and been stuck with just waiting till the roll got thin enough to put on. So I got this Kiehl's Truly Targeted Acne Clearing Solution. It is very expensive in my opinion, but it's actually a really good product. It's a 2% salicylic acid leave-on treatment. It has licorice root and niacinamide, both of which are good for redness and hyperpigmentation. CeraVe's Acne Control Gel, very similar ingredients, larger volume of product, like half the price. That being said, I'm getting ready to film my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale video. I'll probably film that today. And it looks like this is gonna be in the sale. So, you know, if you're gonna get it for 50% off, then it's not as bad. This is one of the first Kiehl's products I've ever used that I've been like, okay, all right, this is good. Wouldn't you know it, Prime Video has one of my all-time favorite movies, Requiem for a Dream. I mean, Jared Leto, Jennifer Connelly, amazing cast, amazing. I just love this movie, everything about it. Like the editing, the way the footage is shot, I love everything. But what catches my eye in the background? That looks exactly like my little table. I like this little lamp she has. This chair she's sitting in is very similar to my chair, except hers has these little whatevers. Have I basically recreated Requiem for a Dream in my living room? I need a little shelf like that in the background for tchotchkes. Oh. I mean, aside from the scalloped edge, it's pretty much the same table. And I wasn't planning on keeping these chairs long term out here, but definitely a very similar style chair. I've been eyeing those little lamps like she has too. All right, so I just finished watching that movie and it always leaves you feeling some type of way. I'm all dressed though. I've got my blue dress on tonight. I'm dressed. I'm gonna go run some errands. I'm also sporting my flower earrings. Requiem for a Dream really shows the downward spiral. I really like the editing in that movie too, the way they cut certain things. Jennifer Connelly did a really good job in that movie. And it got me thinking that I want to watch Labyrinth again. There was a time period where they had these movies that were so odd. That one, I love The Never Ending Story. That's another one from that same kind of time period. Michaels, you are so wrong for this. I hate mixing of the holidays, like a Halloween Christmas tree. I get having a Halloween tree, but it needs to be spooky. It doesn't need to be made out of Christmas ornaments and the matching garland. I mean, I guess if you were having a party, it makes sense. I do like that ghost wreath. Oh, look at these. This is like the most random piece of Halloween decoration. It's a unicorn with a spider. Like, what the heck is that? I don't get it. Now this is adorable. The little witch's hat stack. I like that. This section is all 50% off. I'm thinking of getting a wax melter instead of burning candles. I don't know why I haven't burnt any candles since I've moved. I like that. Little pumpkins, owls, and I like the acorn. Foam pumpkins. Oh, I like this wreath. How cute are these paper plates for Thanksgiving? Has anyone made any of these Row Life kits? They had a ton of them at the Ibisu Life store. Are they difficult to do? Because they are just so fun. I was looking at this little mini afternoon baking time set. That might be a good gateway. Or Sweet Dream. Little dorm room looking thing. That's cute. A little too cluttered, but this is the one I like. The coffee shop with the mocha pot. These stickers are new, pip stickers. They're over here in like the kids craft section. Cows getting abducted by aliens. Okay. Horses. This one's fun. All things cheese snacks. Easy cheese, Cheetos, cheese balls. These are fun. They even have scratch and sniff. I wonder if that smells like pineapple. The holiday village is already out, and look at the Christmas cake factory. There's even a brewery. Man, these are expensive. 120 bucks. Gosh, you guys, Martha Stewart always has the best Halloween edition of her magazine. All hail the queen. They have the fall candles out already, and flannel and football is pretty nice. Falling leaves is also nice. But this one that looks like candy corn maize, it's a little weak. Kind of just smells like vanilla. It's a little pumpkin house. And a little mushroom. Oh, I like this little scarecrow. Those are cute. Can make like a little scene with them. Look at the little mini bistro set. It's adorable. Alright, just came on with tretinoin. Speaking of which, let's talk purging. Purging refers to the temporary increase in the number of acne spots that one might experience when starting a topical retinoid. It may also happen when starting a cosmetic form of vitamin A, retinol, or retinaldehyde. It is not 100% guaranteed it will happen, and importantly, it is temporary. I see so many people worrying themselves to bits about the purging phenomenon of seeing an increase in the number of acne spots. Acne that would have appeared regardless of what you do in life will come out all at once. So it's something that would have appeared on your face regardless. Keep that in mind, okay? If you're stressing out about it. It's also temporary, and the acne of purging is acne that occurs where you normally get breakouts. If you're someone who has a lot of breakouts on your cheeks, you start a topical retinoid, you might see that as opposed to getting 2 or 3 cheek pimples, you maybe have 5, okay? And you're like, what the heck? I have more pimples than normal? I'm on this retinoid, why is that? Well, it's the acne that's below the skin surface. But where people experience a lot of issues with topical retinoids, especially depending on the type of retinoid and the vehicle, you'll get peeling, irritation, redness, sensitivity, environmental sensitivity, wind, sun, burning and stinging. You're more prone to getting a little red. That shouldn't last more than 6 weeks, 8 weeks, but for some people it does go on and on. Like, it's just very hard for some people to tolerate topical retinoids. And if that's the case, it's worth revisiting with your derm. Is this the best form of topical retinoid for me? Could we switch vehicle? Maybe I tolerate a different vehicle better, or maybe I would tolerate a different retinoid better, whether it be tazarotene, tretinoin, trifarotene, a newer retinoid that is a lot more specific in terms of the receptors it binds, so you get less background noise that causes irritation. It's also possible to see an increase in the number of acne spots if you start using a skincare product such as salicylic acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, although honestly very unlikely because it's a lot gentler. But it's still possible. Even technically azelaic acid, anything that increases cell turnover can bring that stuff to the skin surface, you know, all at once. It's possible, it's possible. Topical retinoids are not a must-have. Like, if you don't have acne or any skin condition that is helped by a topical retinoid, do not feel as though this is something that you have to have. I do feel as though it has become a thing where people are just under the impression that it is a must-have, a must-do, especially like once you get to a certain age, like in your 30s, you need to have a retinol. You need to have this, that, and the other. And you actually don't. But you know, some people want the cosmetic benefits, and you do appreciate an improvement in face. If you've had a lot of sun damage, honestly, I do think it's worth considering because it may help in reducing the burden of little pre-skin cancers. Topical retinoids can do that. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. I hope you're having a great weekend. Thank you for making it to the end. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.